They had the ideas, but not the business know-how. From firewood delivery to school safety innovation, see how 4 local entrepreneurs turn their dreams into successful ventures with help from small business development centers. The full story, part of our small business resource guide on today's Daily Buzz.
The Daily Buzz is brought to you by 717 Credit Union.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Buzz. I'm Mike Moliterno. The Business Journal's Small Business Resource Guide, a special double issue out this week, highlights the local entrepreneurs who've turned ideas into growing businesses with help from regional small business development centers. The issue is sponsored by the Youngstown Better Business Bureau, the Youngstown Business Incubator, and Valley Economic Development Partners. The feature story focuses on 4 business owners from the Mahoning and Shenango valleys. Each started with a vision, but lacked the knowledge to turn it into a viable company. That's where the SBDC stepped in. Joe Ney of Cortland started Ohio Woodburner as a firewood delivery side hustle after leaving a corporate job to care for his father. He wasn't sure it could succeed full-time until he turned to the Small Business Development Center at Youngstown State University. The SBDC guided him through the basics of launching a company website, taught him search engine optimization, and helped him formalize his operations.
I think it's just natural that you want to go out and find someone that can give you some advice, that's got some expertise that maybe you don't, that maybe has some insight that you don't have. And that is, the role that the SBDC had with me. The team at SBDC really pushed about getting online, having a website, having an online presence. And that is probably, well, it's not probably, it is the biggest thing that I could have ever done for any business. And I think too, I don't care what business you're in, there's no excuse to not have a website. But they put together a team and they built me a website.
Ney's customers include restaurants and homeowners, and he estimates annual sales at $100,000. He's also grown a large following on YouTube, where his videos sometimes generate hundreds of thousands of views. Also featured is Bill Barna, a former Howland police officer who invented the Bolo Stick, a door barricade device designed to improve classroom safety. He created the tool in 2014 but needed help turning his invention into a marketable product. Barna turned to the YSU SBDC.
I wouldn't be where I'm at today without them. They explained everything. I mean, from your cost of goods, your overhead, your packaging, distribution. How do you get it out to people? How do people find out about it? Website presence, search engine optimization. I didn't know any of these things. I was a cop. That's what I did. And Pat Weiss and Bill Oliver walked me through every step and got me established. They were just so welcoming, and anytime I had a question, all I had to do was call them.
In Sharon, photographer Paige Wasco turned her passion for capturing personal moments into a full-fledged business. With help from the SBDC, she registered her LLC, wrote a business plan, and received legal help from Penn State law students to draft contracts.
I think that the resources are just, obviously they have several, they have a ton. And for me, I think it's just easy to have somebody so close, like with the communication. It's just like, it's so accessible. And I think because it's so accessible, it makes people want to come back for more help or more guidance, or even just to spread the word. Be like, hey, I succeeded in this, or hey, I failed at this, or whatever. Because those things are both as valuable as each other. So I think that that's really important to have that resource.
Small business development centers operate nationwide and in U.S. territories, funded in part by the Small Business Administration and U.S. Congress. Their services are free to entrepreneurs. The full story is available now in the Business Journal's Small Business Resource Guide, out this week in print and online. And that is going to do it for today's Daily Buzz. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mike Moliterno.
717 Credit Union. Savings power to give your business an extra boost. Business savings, certificates, and business money market. 717 Credit Union. Make your money work as hard as you do. Check out our business money market and CD rates at 717cu.com/rates.